Today, I'll quickly show you how to create Figma component variants with different states and properties, so your design is not only beautiful, but also functional. So we're going to create a set of components like this, or component variants. Let me quickly show you how all of this is set up. Let's say we have 4 states. We didn't make a hover disable state together. You can create more states if you want. So now, the most important thing is to create our set. We select the 4 states and click on component set. Now, we need to give it a name. We have the first state. This one will be default. The second state will be, let us say, pending. That is when we're typing, that's the state. The third one is filled, and this state is for errors. Let me pull out a copy right here so it's clear for us. How do we add text Boolean properties now? Boolean properties allow us to hide certain elements. For example, we don't need this label everywhere, only at the bottom, just during an error. So we can manually select these 4 lines individually, or we can select one and then click here. To select all matching layers, we have 4 layers here. Now for them, we create a Boolean property called appearance, so we can hide this element. We'll name the property, okay, this will be, let's call it description. We have this kind of input. If we need a title or don't need a title, we can turn it off. If we don't need the bottom label, we can turn it off. And if we don't need the icon, we can turn it off. If we need to change the state, we can change the state, for example, to filled. If the stars don't suit us, we select the stars and change them to numbers. We change them to numbers and, for example, enable the icon and so on, right? So there can be many variations of how to use this. And now if we want to add text properties, for example, these titles, the top headings, will always be different. So we can select all 4 again, for example. Here we have the same icon that adds a text property. I click plus and let's also call it title. This way you can create more complex component variations using all these properties, and it will speed up your entire workflow.